Hi guys, and welcome to the third episode of the Streaks and Strokes guided painting session. My name is Luke and I will be your instructor for this video. So, for today, we will be painting a cool tropical setting onto a tote bag, and I will show you how. If you're ready, let's get started. To start, place a piece of carbon paper, followed by the printed design, onto the side of the item you want to paint on. Make sure you have a pencil to trace the drawing onto your tote bag or t-shirt. You can place some tape on the sides to prevent the papers from shifting while tracing. While tracing, avoid resting your hands on the carbon paper too much, as this might create smudges on the item which will be hard to wash off. Remember to not fully remove the papers until you have made sure that the whole drawing has been traced. Once you're done with the tracing, you can remove the carbon paper and printed drawing. If the outline isn't clear, you still can draw over the outlines with a pencil so that it can be seen when you're painting later. When you're ready to start painting, place the envelope or a piece of paper in between the shirt or tote bag so that the paint doesn't go through. For this painting, you will only need lemon yellow, chocolate brown, Egyptian blue, jade green, some ivory white, and charcoal black for the outlines. As you can see, I decided to mix yellow with some red to get orange for painting the sun later. After that, I also mixed the white and green to get light green for the coconuts and white to the blue to get a lighter blue for the sea. Mix all the colors you want before you start painting. Now we can start painting. Use the bigger brush to paint the larger surfaces of your painting and the smaller brush for the details and outlines. Spread as much paint as you can and try not to leave excess paint blobs onto the painting itself. Remember to wash your brushes each time you take a new color of paint. One tip would be to ensure you have a cup of water and some tissue beside you anytime you're painting. I chose yellow, green and blue as these colors pop out well when they're outlined by black. For a painting that's mostly outlined, only use 3 to 4 other colors for them to stand out more. While you're painting a certain color, I suggest leaving the parts around it uncolored as much as possible, instead of painting extra layers on top of each other. This is to minimize the number of layers of paint and to make sure your painting will be fully dry later. Don't worry about not painting too straight or the paint coming out of the tracing, as you're going to outline this painting later, and you can use these black lines to cover up most of these errors. I would suggest to only use the palette when you need to mix colors. So, for colors that don't need mixing, just take the paint directly from the bottle to prevent wastage of any excess paint that you don't use during your painting session. Now, let's start outlining the painting. You can use black or any other dark color to outline it, but make sure you're using a thin brush to do the outlines. Rest your arm on the table so your hand is more stable when painting, and do not take too much paint at each time. You can dip your paintbrush tip in water so that the paint is smoother, but do not take too much water as well. Make sure to not have too much paint on your brush, as this will create blobs on your painting later. And now your painting is finished. Use a hairdryer to blow dry your painting, or you can leave your painting to dry until there is no more wet paint on the painting before bringing it to be ironed. Iron your t-shirt or tote bag for roughly 10 seconds to fully dry the paint on it. After that, you can use it, but only wash your item at least 4 days after ironing it. We hope you enjoyed today's guided painting session. If you have any feedback or questions, do let us know in our Facebook group. Also, feel free to post any of your tropical setting tote bags and tag us on Facebook or Instagram to stand a chance to win in our monthly giveaway. See you in our next painting session.